Good morning. 9:21. Welcome to day 29. 11. Day 11. So 2 and 9 is 11. I'm just dousing you with some numerology, some very, very basic, but it's very inspiring to me when the numbers sometimes support a practice. So 11 is, if you look at number 11 and how it looks like a door. So it's the entrance to new beginnings. And as I mentioned earlier, 40 days of practice, there are some stages into this practice. There's actually a whole course in Kundalini Yoga called 21 Stages of Meditation. I've taken that course and it was very, very powerful in explaining how not only those stages unfold through the days of the practice, within the singular practice, those stages are probably taking place as well. So like the boredom, the irritation, and then you move on into like more grit and grind, and the final stages is like peace and sage and like prayerful stillness, so we're at day 29, which I feel here is where I tend to pay more attention to the energies into the way I do this meditation. So the mind kind of relaxes. Oh, I know what I'm doing. And the mantra I know is probably the worst mantra we could say to ourselves. We want to keep that beginner's mind. We always want to fine tune a little more every day, and we don't want to get complacent. So by day 29, we're familiar with the root locks, with the breath, with the eye gaze, with the mudra, with the posture. We feel a little bit more relaxed with the breath, perhaps. It's not as challenging. So don't check out. Don't let the practice be run by an autopilot. Stay present, stay alert, stay with the mantra as much as you can. And with the mind, bringing it back to the mantra is kind of like training it, right? It's the best thing I could do. In yoga, they often call it the monkey mind, which means that the monkeys are very playful and very they get distracted quite easily. But for me, when I am doing a practice and there is a mantra to be guiding my mind, it's almost like when I was training my dogs to walk, the command walk, which means walk at my pace, walk near me. So if the dog is off leash and I say walk, it could walk. And that means that the dog is in close proximity to me. It's not stretching the leash, it's not pulling off to smell something. So it almost feels like the dog walks off the path and like separates from my say like calf and goes off to the mailbox to smell it, and is like, bring it in gently, walk, walk. So I feel the same way with my mind. The mind will drift off and I will just gently pull it back, walk. Whereas 8 years ago, it was like, oh my God, I was thinking about how I'm gonna cook such and such dish, and I'm so pissed off, I can't get this right, this is useless for me, I'm never gonna get it. That kind of dialogue was in my head. So I've come a long way. Hopefully you are too. And so this is a wonderful practice to teach us to be better, kinder to ourselves, and yet there's way many more benefits to uncover. Okay, so wanted to share that. Let's tune in and we'll begin our practice for today. So no complacency, keeping the beginner's mind and always being curious about how this works, what intuition is. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale. Extending through the spine. Relaxing the shoulders, down the back, tucking the chin. All these cues are to guide you to your best elevated posture, good yogic posture. Deep inhale. Gaze to the space of the third eye. And exhale. Let's inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om So prepare for our first posture. Deeply inhale, lift the arms up overhead, not too high, not too low. Space between the fingers about 12 inches. Let's set into the posture. Inhale deeply. Exhale, allow the shoulders to come down, lower the eyelids, beginning 8-stroke breath through the nose, 8 rapid strokes. Exhale through the nose, suspension for 16 counts, while keeping the count with the mantra Sa Ta Na Ma, Sa Ta Na Ma. deeply inhale, stretch your arms, lean back. Two more times, lift the root log, stretch up. Last time. Relax your hands on your lap. Allow the breath to flow naturally. If you're ready, taking a deep inhale. Sigh or an exhale. And gently stretch your legs out. Maybe sip a little bit of water. My hands get really cold being up there. So for the next practice, where we're doing 16 minutes, 4-stroke breath for intuition, 4 inhales through the O-shaped mouth, 1 exhale through the nose. Use your full capacity of the breath and really use the navel to push the breath out. I'm currently on my moon cycle, so I'm not too aggressive with my navel points, as is not recommended. So just wanted to let you guys know. And one of the amazing things I heard yesterday while attending a summit online for ancestral healing, speaking, it was a presentation by Thomas Hubel. He is a really just up there with Gabor Mate on ancestral healing and trauma healing. And he was talking about how we communicate. It's and I've never heard this analogy, and it really struck with me. He said, when we're connecting, and to me intuition is being empathetic. To me intuition is when we communicate with someone, we're looking at their face, we're looking at their lips, we're looking at their eyes, you know, usually just kind of like, especially when we're on video on Zoom. And someone who is more sensitive, more empathic, it takes the messages from the entire body. And not only just the body, but also the energy that's coming from the person. And also sensing the energy within their own body. And so he was saying this is like a streaming energetic exchange, and it's like a connection. So when you are engaging in a conversation with being an empath and being a multisensory human being, it's there is no interruption in terms of judgment. So when someone's talking to you, we usually immediately process it, and we're shuffling through the Rolodex. Oh, they're talking about going to Montana. I've been to Montana. Oh, I have an aunt in Montana. You know, like this simple talk back and forth. We're saying empathic people or multisensory people or sensitive people are just taking it in. So it becomes this upload of information versus the download of information. So it is a continuous exchange, and it's all based on feelings, where the mind is not really, interpreting anything. You're just purely sensing. And this energetic connection of uploading, downloading, and streaming, like, really clicked with me. I was like, wow, that's a cool analogy. So I wanted to share that, because for me to really solidify it and embody it, I have to explain it and hear myself explaining it. So there you go, I did that. All right, so our asana position for this meditation is interlacing the fingers, extending through the Jupiter fingers, expansion and wisdom. So we're plugging in. All the other ones are folded in, our earth and ego crossing each other. I'm referring to the thumbs. And the gaze is lower down, looking at the tip of the nails of the index finger. Let's inhale deeply. Setting with an exhale, setting the shoulders down, and begin. Using the same mantra for count. Sa, da, na, ma, and exhale through the nose. Inhale deeply, stretch the arms out to the side, palms facing up, lift the root lock, suspending the breath for 20 seconds. Exhale. Extend through the spine, stretch through the arms, lift the root log. Last time, opening up the fingers, stretching them tightly. Exhale, bring the hands into your lap. And just sensing, witnessing, feeling your heartbeat. Stay in the space a little longer if you'd like. And gently float your hands into prayer mudra as we take the breath of gratitude. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Sealing the practice with Sat Nam. You could stay in the space if you'd like. Inhale deeply. Sat Nam. Enjoy the stillness, enjoy the calm and peace. See you tomorrow.